Alright guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make basically something that looks like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and create polygon primitive cube. Just want you to go ahead and create a cube like this. Doesn't really matter the size right now. We're going to fix that anyway. Now we're actually just going to make half of it, and we're going to do this cool duplication tool to make sure our model's symmetrical. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to face mode, and you're going to click that face and just simply delete it. Okay, and we're going to size this thing up to about the width of half our house. It's going to be like that because our house is going to look like this. This is a great view of it, but let's take a look. There, that's a good look. It's going to look like that, right? So it's going to be a little bit longer, a little bit wider, right there. Now we're going to do this very cool thing where wherever we do to this side, it's going to happen to this side automatically. How do we do that? We're going to go to Edit, Duplicate Special, Option. And we're going to go, yours is under Copy. We're going to go to Instance. Let me just reset my tool here. We're going to go to Instance, and we're going to go to where it says Scale. And since this right here, if I take the Move tool, this red is X. I'm going to go to Scale, and it goes X, Y, Z. The first column is X, the second column is Y, and the third column is Z. I'm just going to put a -1 in there and click Duplicate Special. And we're going to move it over. Just move it over so it's pretty much overlapping. It doesn't have to be perfect. So watch, if I go to Vertex and take this and move it, see how that, whatever you do to one side happens to the other? That's beautiful. It's exactly what we want. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go to Face, and we're going to go to Edit Mesh Extrude, hit W. We're going to bring this up and scale it in. See, this is the only time you're going to have a bit of an issue, is when this happens. So what we actually want to do is go to this face and just go ahead and delete it. I'm going to keep this whole thing open. Now go to Vertex and grab this vertex and just go ahead and bring them together so they meet. This is how you make sure it's straight. Highlight the vertices, take your scale tool, and just scale it flat, just like that. Okay, it's perfect. And we're going to work mostly with vertices here. So we're going to go to vertex mode. We're going to scale it in. We're going to scale it back a little, just like that. Okay, so far so good. This dashed line means there's something underneath, so that's fine. Later on, we're going to mirror this. I'll show you what that does in a little while. Okay. If I were to go to Mesh Smooth right now, watch this. Okay. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like something that does not resemble a house. So what we want to do is we want to make this thing look more house-like. So we're going to go to Edit Mesh, Insert Edge Loop tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one there. We're going to put one here. We're going to put one here and there. And we're going to put one here. And let's see. This looks pretty good. We just want to make sure that for every edge, there's 1, 2, 3 edges. That's basically it. So go to Vertex, highlight this one, and just bring it over. We don't want it too far away. If it's too far away, our curve won't look right. So highlight these 3. Just move them over. Highlight these 3. Move those over. Okay, that's good. Now let's smooth this thing and see what it looks like. Mesh, and then smooth. Okay, looks pretty good. It looks fine. A little bizarre here, so we'll fix that. So what you might want to do is go to vertex and grab these and just move them up a bit. Just be careful in the way you're moving them. Okay. What I mean by that is select your arrow tool. Okay, just like this. Let's grab these guys, move them up, move them in. Maybe you want to take these and move them over a little. And you'll see what effect this will have. I'm going to show you right now what effect this is going to have on the smooth. The difference between this model and a lot of your prior models is this is going to look a lot better because you're smoothing it properly. Let's move that out a little bit. Again, we're not going for modeling perfection, so let's see how it looks like now. You want to try to make these cubes as close as you can, so mine are a little bit off. Okay. Let's take a minute and do this. Alrighty. That should be okay. Alright, now smooth it and see what it looks like. That's good. All those tweaks and you really can't tell. Okay, great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Edit Mesh, Insert Edge Loop Tool. And we're going to just put in a few edge loops here. We're going to put in one here. You can't really be wrong here. One there. Just be a little creative. One there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Side View, or Front View rather. I'm just holding down the space bar and going to Front View. Hold down space, click the Maya, and go to Front. Go to Vertex, and I'm just going to simply take these and round the house out just a bit. Just a bit. Put in enough edges that you can get a nice little kind of rounded cottage look. Okay, just like that. Beautiful. Now when I go to Mesh Smooth, this is good. The only thing is I think it's a little too low. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Vertex mode here. We're just going to highlight these verts. We're going to bring them up. And we're going to scale them in a little. And make it a bit thinner. Whoop. Just be careful. You only want to, actually I'm going to separate this half for a second. No worries, I'm just going to bring this half out just for a second so I could do this. The other side will follow anyway, so that's the cool part about this. Okay, now what we want to do is go to Front View, highlight all the verts, and scale it flat. This is so it's straight. This is a straight line. Let's go ahead and move it in. Good. What we're going to do later, just so you see, is I'm just going to move this half out of the way. And watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go to Mesh, Mirror Geometry. Whoa, wrong way. Mesh, Mirror Geometry option. You don't have to do this. I'm just going to show you. So your house is actually going to be one full thing, which is pretty neat. So if I were to go to Mesh Smooth this now, see, it actually smooths a little bit different. It looks really good. Okay? So I'm going to undo all that because I don't want to do that. There's one thing I noticed here, is that this is out a little too far. So I'm going to just bring this in. Okay. And I'm going to grab these and just bring them over just a bit. Okay, so that concludes this video. And what we'll do in the next video is, just tweaking this real quick, is go ahead and make the windows and stuff. Alrighty?